Hello amigos, it's Chan here, and welcome to this new Let's Play. It's Crash Bandicoot N-Tranced! This sequel to the first Game Boy Advance game. So let's get started. Deep in the heart of hyperspace. That incompetent Neo-Cortex, he cannot do anything right! His last scheme to shrink the Earth failed miserably. You have been a great asset to the cause of evil over the years, Entropy. Thank you, my lord. That is why I trust you with the task of aiding me in the universal domination. Great Uguka, I am honoured and I have the perfect scheme. So yeah, we've got a bit of a tutorial here. We already know what's going on. I've Let's Played quite a few games, so I show off the question mark hints, but I kind of go through them quite quickly. So if you're new to Crash Bandicoot and it's the first LP of mine you're watching, then pause the video and read what they say if you want to know how to do stuff. But you know, it's pretty simple. It's actually quite cool. They've actually got, see look, cutscene in the middle. Allow me to harness my powers of time and space. Of course, since those wretched bandicoots keep thwarting us, the solution is to get them on our side, and I know just a fellow for the job. A new recruit. Indeed. Meet my secret weapon.
I am N-Tranced, master of hypnotism.
Meanwhile...
Crash, help!
Crash, wake up. Coco and Crunch have been abducted. Find me a power crystal so I can look into what's going on. Hurry. So yeah, this is the first game in the Crash series where they actually have cutscenes going on during the level, which is pretty cool. I do like it. It's also like the first time I've seen a bloody tutorial on the bloody how to play a platformer of Crash Bandicoot, even though I've been doing that for ages. But, yeah, no. Now, like the other Game Boy Advance Crash LP, this might have a little bit of lag because it's on an emulator, but this time it came out a bit better than last time. So, I haven't actually finished recording all of this LP yet. And I'm only going to be recording this part today, just so I have something to upload for today. But yeah, I should be getting a new mic tomorrow, so hopefully, you know, my voice will sound a bit better. Oh no! Watch out, Crash! I've got you, Crash! Something is holding on to Crash. We need more power. This vortex must be the work of Entropy. I've finally captured that infernal bandicoot. Oh, and it's fake Crash. Or, it looks like him anyway. I've finally got all the obnoxious bandicoots. Could you do the honours?
With pleasure.
Somewhere else in hyperspace. That took almost all the power I had, Crash. Good job gathering the power crystal before you were pulled into the vortex. But I'll need a lot more crystals if we are to put an end to Entropy's plans. That floating island up ahead will allow us to go to different worlds and find crystals, hopefully, stop Crunch and Entropy, and Coco and stuff, and yes. Coco and Crunch have been hypnotized, so we need to save them. Crash, in this water world, you will need to use the waveboard to collect the power crystal. The waters are guarded by a vicious shark, so be careful. Yes, this is a waveboard level, where being chased by a shark. This level's pretty easy. You can hold down the B button and Crash kind of put both his hands together. It's kind of to slow him down, I think, but I don't use it because you don't actually need it, to be honest. Well, something I should get out of the way. I haven't played this game ever since it first came out, so I'm not too sure on everything. I'm kind of just played it and, you know, recorded it. So yeah. Just see how it goes. I know I like this game, you know, it's one of my favourite Crash games actually. It's one of the best, to be honest. It's better than Wrath of Cortex, obviously. It's better than the first Game Boy Advance game. Vicarious Visions is actually a really good company, and they actually, besides Naughty Dog, I think they probably made the best Crash games, in my opinion. They made the best my favourite racing game, anyway. And they've got 2 Game Boy Advance games that are awesome. The hit detection on those boxes is kind of weird, the ones that are in the air, because you'll like jump up at them and you're supposed to use the ramp, but sometimes you can hit them by just jumping, and even if you look like you're nowhere near the box, sometimes it'll still hit it, which I guess is good. It just looks weird, if you get what I mean. Now, this level, it has a bit of trivia, so I'll quickly go over it. Since it's the first waveboarding stage in the game, it has the simplest waveboard stage mechanics. The name of the level is a forced pun on the old Warner Brothers theatrical and television cartoons, Looney Tunes. So yeah. Yeah, as you could probably hear in the background, it plays sort of the Jaws theme. I don't know if that's an actual shark theme before Jaws, I just know it from Jaws, so yeah. I believe it's a Jaws theme. Heading into Pharaoh's Funhouse. Now, something you will notice about this game, okay, the first game was heavily based off of Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. This game is heavily based off of Crash 3 and Wrath of Cortex. For some reason, you can't get extra lives when you're invincible, I don't know why. They just fly away. But, yeah, this one's heavily based off Crash 3, as you can see right now, and later on there's some, like, Wrath of Cortex based levels. Plus also, like, the first Game Boy Advance game, it has a few of its own gimmicks, like that shark level that we just saw a second ago. Which, in a way, is kind of reminiscent of the water levels in Crash 3, but it's good enough to be its own thing, you know. Whereas this is ripped straight from Crash 3, the only difference is, you know, the music. No, not the music. Well, technically the music, because it's like a 32-bit version, but I mainly mean the level design. For some reason I can't hear the music, and I don't know if that's happening on the actual video itself or not. But yeah, apparently my speakers have messed up. I definitely need a new mic. Or a new headset, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to be commentating over the rest of this video without any sound, although you guys should be able to hear the sound, hopefully. And apparently I can hear it again. Maybe it was something to do with the video, I'm not sure. Okay. But yeah, you want to jump down there, the bottom, and there's a green gem. Most levels have gems in them, from what I can see. I like the little Vicarious Visions logo at the background on the Egyptian walls that the Egyptian painted on the level. And you also got Cortex all over these walls being like, my face is awesome, look at it! Also, you have an engine as well, and yeah, fine. You know, they reference Cortex even though he's like not even the boss in this game. There's Yuku, because ditch Cortex. Cortex isn't the boss. Cortex isn't the final boss for once. Which in a way kind of doesn't make sense, because it's kind of like, oh, Entropy, you've never fouled me. I mean, you know that one time in Crash 3 where Crash Bandicoot kicked your ass? You totally didn't foul me there, you know. Crash merely kicked your ass. It's kind of stupid, but it's fun. You know. Do you know what they should do? They should bring back Embryo. Because Nunch Brio is best. Oh wait, they do bring back Embryo. And he's in like some of the best Crash games ever. Can't wait to get to that one. Yes. There's a gem over to the left here. Something I do like about this game is it has quite a bit of secrets. Like that little area there. You wouldn't really think. Well, you kind of would think, to be honest. I thought to go there, but it's not something. It's hidden, but it's not too hidden, you know. And I like that because, you know, the extent that Crash 2 had, where you kind of had to use the internet, was kind of a little bit bored at times, but this game kind of does it right by making them a little bit easier to find, you know. Something I do find quite annoying about this game is the fact that whenever you get invincibility and you go onto the little special stage exit, or the entrance exit thing, it makes you lose your mask. And it's just like, what? Like, if you have invincibility, you don't get invincibility once you get dropped off. It's like, well, that's a bit stupid. You know, why can't I keep my invincibility? I mean, bear in mind, by the time you get to the stage, you might have lost it anyway, but still, you know, there might be a chance of me being able to use it just for a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. as you can probably tell, this level is based off a Crash 3 level. So yeah. Actually, the level name was actually, I think, Prince of Persia. I wonder what that's a reference to. Yeah. Crash, these Mayan ruins can only be traversed by using your favorite toy, the Atmosphere. Look out for the nitro traps and ledges. So here's the Atmosphere from Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. I just love that. It's just that they looked at Wrath of Cortex for, this game is pretty shit, let's make a good version of it. And then after, they took the level specific gimmicks, like the Atmosphere. The Atmosphere levels were awesome. Especially the one in the final warp room. That one was amazing. They took it and put it in this game, which is awesome. So I really like the Atmosphere. It's like Super Monkey Ball, but with an isometric view. And even though I kind of prefer Super Monkey Ball, it's still good, you know. I mean, Super Monkey Ball's based off of this, so it's kind of, Super Monkey Ball has to be better, but you know. The only letdown is Wrath of Cortex's one does control a little bit better than this one. And also you actually have Crash pushing the ball with an animation. But, you know, it's a Game Boy Advance game, so I can't really put too much flack on it. So, something that you may have read, unless, like, you know, I kind of went a bit too fast for you, is you hold down the A button, you go slower, hold down the B button, you go faster. Little tip, those brown little walls there, they're not actually walls, like, they don't stop you from falling off. They're literally, like, part of the side, like, it's not a barrier to keep you on the bit area you're on. The only barrier is the wooden fence that you can see on the right. They're the only barriers that you get in this level, and they make you bounce just a little bit. So yeah, bear that in mind. The arrows that you see on the floor, as you can probably tell, they point you in the right direction, but you get areas like this where you want to go in the opposite direction to get a few boxes, and then, you know, continue back to the other part of the level where you're supposed to go. So, yeah, you want to just keep that noted, you know. You know, pause the game, get out a notepad, write that down, and continue. Or if you can't be bothered to write down a bit of paper, then get a straw, suck your brain out your ear, then put the brain in your headset and make it listen to what I said. I don't know. Just remember it. This bit here, you might want to be a bit slow. The what I usually like to do is I usually like to go at a normal pace, and then whenever you get a narrow place like that, like a little bridge you have to go across, then I go slow, and when you have to go up ramps, I accelerate faster. Just, it's a bit of an obvious hint, but, you know, I've also seen some people, you know, go through the whole level while pressing, holding down the A button, and that is a good strategy. If you're not very good at these levels, then I would totally recommend it, because, you know, it makes it a lot easier for you. But it just makes them go by so slow that I can't play them if they're, you know, that slow. You know, I'm a bit impatient. I need to go faster. Go faster. Go faster, 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 faster. And there's that level. And now we've got Runaway Rock, which sadly I won't be able to fit in the whole warp room in this video, because it will go on for a little bit too long. But yeah, it's mainly because there's 6 levels in the first room, warp room, because, you know, you also got the little tutorial thing at the beginning. But it's fine. You know, I don't mind. Fucking hell, I got under there. I was expecting that little foreground thing to be a little barrier. Go up this way and you'll be able to get a extra gem. And then you want to jump back down to the left, because there's some boxes on the floor. So yeah. Not sure how the frame rate is going to show those gems. On the emulator I was using, and on video playback, it comes out as, it shows half of the gem, and then after the next frame it shows another half of the gem. So it quickly flashes between both sides. I'm not sure if YouTube will fix that or not. It fixed the shield in Sonic 2, so it might fix it, I'm not sure. I wonder if this level has any trivia. This level was Runaway Rug, I believe. This level doesn't have any trivia. It has 62 boxes though. And there's 17 in the bonus. But I'm not gonna say that for every level, because, you know, I've never really done that with my Crash LPs, so why introduce it now? You know, that's something I do in my Spyro LPs, you know. I say the amount of gems. Yeah, because in Spyro, you know, it's harder to find the gems, whereas in Crash, you know, you're on a linear path. I'm so glad that they use Crash free levels. Oh, and look, here's another gimmick. You can fly this rug, and you can shoot little magic stuff out with your head. Crazy, but you know, I like it. You know, they thought of new ideas, which is another reason why this is such a great game. You know, they thought of new ideas. They didn't reuse a bunch of stuff. I mean, yeah, okay, they did reuse a bunch of stuff, but in terms of gimmicks, they made their own. You know, level design. You know, or level theme. They chose like, older ones, but you know, I can deal with it. I don't get this though. When you're invincible, you get burnt, and it may have looked like I was about to run out, but trust me, it actually does kill you when you're invincible if you touch the burning ashes on the floor, which is really stupid design, and I don't get that. Like, each Crash game after Crash 3 just messed up like one tiny little thing in terms of deaths, and it was kind of silly. You know, they all had their like one little issue that they couldn't really get over for some reason. In this game, it's the invincibility with the ashes, and in Crash Wrath of Cortex there was something else with invincibility. I can't remember it off the top of my head, because I haven't played that. Actually, I have played that game in a while. I recorded a death animations video like a few days ago, or just finished it. You know. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next part. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.